Prepare yourselves, gamers. This is the video almost a year in the making. Now, I want to get started by saying I've made it pretty clear that my channel is pro Xbox. It doesn't mean that I cover only Xbox, but I'm very pro Xbox because that's the console that I chose. It has the games that I wanted. It had the better launch lineup, the better lineup looking forward, the dedicated servers, all the things that I was looking for in a next generation console. Now, with that being said, I do at least 2 game reviews every single week and various gameplay videos and things like that. If you don't like my opinion pieces or the news pieces, you don't have to watch. Please unsubscribe. I don't force anyone to watch anything they don't want to. Now, with that being said, Microsoft didn't put DRM on the Xbox One. They didn't do it. Get the fuck over it, people. I keep seeing people use this excuse as to why they won't buy an Xbox One. Guess what? They didn't do it. They didn't. Get over it. Holy shit. I've never seen so many immature people, so-called gamers out there, hold a grudge over a thought that didn't even come true, whereas the competition and other companies actually have done things that were anti-consumer. Many things. If you want to look at back to why the PlayStation Network was hacked, do people realize why this was hacked? Because Sony took away the other operating system that was promised, and it pissed off a lot of people, and so they hacked the PlayStation Network and took it down. This is anti-consumer, right? The thing that you idiots out there don't understand is we are moving into a digital age where everything's going to be DRM. You're attacking Microsoft like they invented the goddamn thing. They didn't invent DRM. It's been around for a long time. It stands for Digital Rights Management. Anytime you have something digital, you have to be careful with how you distribute it, because it can end up costing developers and these companies a lot of money when you just give away the product or share it with your friends and they don't have to pay for it. Okay, now with that much being said, the thing that you idiots don't understand is not only are we moving into a more digital age, but we are also moving into a time when these companies are wanting you to play these always online games and online only games. Destiny, Titanfall, The Crew, The Division, all of these games are online only. Elder Scrolls, all these games are online only, and the reason they do this is because it's going to give you less chance to trade in your game. They want to support these games for longer periods of time, make you buy more DLC, whatever it takes to keep these games in your consoles, right? So, while you idiots are sitting there complaining about DRM on one console, like Microsoft was the only console to ever consider the idea of DRM, we all know, we've seen the proof that Sony had the same idea and then backed out last minute. We all know that Sony actually, it'll be DRM with PlayStation Now. PlayStation Plus is DRM. You can't use those games if you've unplugged from the internet for a certain amount of time. We know that PlayStation 3 was the only first party that had online passes. They forced those on you. That was very anti-consumer. But nobody ever calls Sony out on this stuff. And I'm not really calling them out on it either. What I'm saying is, let's get over it. I mean, we all got over the get a second job to buy a PS3. We all got over that $600 piece of crap. I think that the thing that we have to do is, as gamers, look to the games, you know? I said it in my last video. People are complaining that they want these a console with monthly updates, and they want Sunset Overdrive and Titanfall. There's a simple way to do that. Stop being dicks and buy the console. Buy the Xbox One. Who cares? Look, if the PlayStation 4 came out with games that I was interested in, I'm not going to cry like a little bitch-made man. I'm going to sit there and buy the console. I'm not going to start petitions. I'm not going to go on NeoGAF and N4G and be like, wah, I want these games. How come these games aren't coming to my platform? How come I can't get monthly updates? Bah, boo fucking who? Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I'm a man. I'm not going to sit there and act like a little bitch and refuse to buy a console for some stupid perceived righteousness, you know? It's completely insane and asinine. You know, Microsoft didn't do DRM. In fact, they're listening more as a company than any other game company in the history of video games. No other company has ever done and gone out of their way to listen to the people as much as they are right now. Think about that. Get over the hate. Get back to gaming. Stop being little babies. And that's all I got to say on this, man. Rack that shit up, guys. Crap Gamer, out.